If not, please do. So guys, the D-Day is here. All smiles. Woo! To get your certificates, we need to smile. Keep on smiling. We have cameras capturing us. We need to show our happiness. So the procession is arriving. As requested, all have to rise on your places and give a big round of applause when they arrive, okay? Please be seated. मंजिल उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके हौसलों में जान होती है। पंख तो हर कोई फड़फड़ाते हैं, हौसलों से ही तो असली उड़ान होती है। One day or day one, it is your choice. With these thoughts, good evening to all gathered here. We welcome each one of you to the 4th Convocation ceremony of Parul University, the celebration of a vibrant journey which began years down the lane in 1993 with the establishment of the first self-financed institute of the state of Gujarat, which has now transformed into a university ranked among the top 50 private universities in India by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Today is a special day, and let us all cherish the existing moments of success, joy, and milestones. I call upon the students of Parul University to recite the prayer.
Hello.
हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता
हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा, हर गीत तुझसे।
तू स्वर की देवी है, संगीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां। हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी।
मुनियों ने समझी है, गुनियों ने जानी, वेदों की भाषा, पुराणों की वाणी।
हम ही तो समझे, हम ही तो जाने, विद्या का हमको अधिकार दे मां।
हे शारदे मां,
हे शारदे मां,
हे शारदे मां,
हे शारदे मां, हे शारदे मां,
अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे मां।
I request the Honorable Provost, Parul University, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to one and all present here today. I regard it to be a great honor and privilege to stand before this august gathering and officially welcome our honored guests, respectable dignitaries, member of the administrative body, our parents, and above all, our student graduates. You are very reason for which we are gathered here today. As the Provost of Parul University, I humbly welcome you all to this 4th annual convocation of Parul University. From the date of laying the first stone of Parul Group of Institution in this campus in year 2003 to the date of its incorporation and establishment of Parul University under the Gujarat Private University Act 2009 and Gujarat Private University Second Amendment Act in 2015, Parul University has made noticeable strides of the growth throughout the journey of enhancing the scope of education within the city of Baroda, within the state of Gujarat, within the nation of our India, and I am delighted to share this reach has not only been limited to the scope of India alone, but it is also extended to go beyond the boundaries across the Europe, Asia, Africa, America, and various parts of the world. The true evidence of what Parul University has stood for throughout these all years, the sitting right before us today, our 2020 student graduates, they are the manifestation and true expression of what the university stands for, which is the excellence in education, excellence in innovation, and above all, excellence in humanities. Every new initiative and development which has been made over the year, the scope of academician, co-curricular activity, extracurricular activities has been transforming the Parul University into the platform for disseminating the knowledge while at the same time developing highly cultured individuals who are duly bound to serve the nation and serve the humanity as a whole. I am delighted to share that through this effort of Parul University has become the fastest growing university in the Western India, and it is truly proud moment for me as well as the rest of Parul University family to share that this year we have got total 11,000 plus new students admission, in which more than 1,100 of these students belongs to 56 nationalities. The simple fact that so many students and parents are continuously entrusting the future of their children and the foundation of their education to us is evidence of the impact and the journey of education which Parul University has been walking. Today, we are celebrating the success which has been achieved by 4,448 graduating students in the year of 1920, among whom we are also having 48 gold medalists who are displaying exceptionally or rather exceptionally record within the numerous disciplines of arts, commerce, engineering, law, business, applied science, pharmacy, and many others. In addition to this, we will also be awarding 27 meritorious certificates to the various individuals who are made notable contribution and noteworthy achievement across the various fields. Furthermore, I am overwhelmed to share with you an insight into the milestone which Parul University achieved in the year 1920. I believe the biggest highlight of this time period of the COVID-19 pandemic, which created endless challenges across the multiple sectors of the life, from the economy to the healthcare as well as the education. The day of PU, management learned about the first case of COVID in Baroda. The university took the swift action announcing the work from home from the 21st March 2020. Thereafter, our Honorable Prime Minister announced a nationwide lockdown on 23rd March 2020. Through the numerous initiatives, through the times were challenging, I am glad to share that Parul University managed to keep the wheels of education turning. In this challenging situation, where the whole country was shut down, Parul University was keen towards continuing the passage of quality education to its students, and therefore swift decisions were made to pursue the teaching learning process on various digital and online platforms. University began extensively training its staff members in regard to this various way of navigating the digital spheres. The university procured 500 laptops which were provided to the faculty so that to support their online teaching, and went to increase the Wi-Fi bandwidth from 1.1 to 4.1 gigabyte to increase the learning efficiency and convenience to the students. One of the greatest challenges which we went by the numerous institutions across the globe was how to ensure the most effective and credible modes of examination and assessment. And I am delighted to share that Parul University was able to find an innovative solution of this challenge by utilizing the WSC examination portal with video proctoring and anti-cheating tools and in real-time examination taking over for 22,000 students. Some of the highlights of what Parul University did during the COVID-19, the contribution of one-day salary by every staff member of PU towards the COVID-19, which was raised a total 28 lakhs rupees to the Gujarat Chief Minister Care Fund. The university management went on sacrifice their full month salary to ensure the payment and increment and incentive to our class 4 employees. Free COVID-19 testing and treatment for the staff members as well as for the student was introduced. The initiative of the university were not only towards the education, but for the social responsiveness of PU also made possible to raise 10 lakhs through a fundraiser created to assist the daily wage laborers during the pandemic. The non-teaching staff also contributed even well. They were home by creating 80,000 masks, which were donated to the people all throughout the society. In the field of healthcare, university also took some of the steps which are dedicated towards the helping the frontliner in combating their pandemic. A donation of 5 ventilators which was made to Vadodara District Hospital, which was provided much needed relief in the initial days of the pandemic where many were caught unaware. Through our multi-speciality teaching hospital, Parul Sevashram Hospital, the university also managed take a swift action to combat with virus by creating a dedicated COVID ICU unit with 150 beds, and it was recognized as a center of COVID-19 treatment. Our Ayurvedic hospital and institute went on further to government and Ayush Ministry initiative of natural health care by providing Ayush preventive and immune boosting medicine kit to the people of villages and surrounding societies. In such a time where there was a jobless across the different sector of economy, where the business were closing, I am proud to share that Parul University ensured that not a single staff member would lose their job during the pandemic and that every salary was to be paid on time. Since now we have entered into the age of digital education, as Parul University we have welcomed the era of open arms. While the students were at home, I am delighted to share that PU enhanced over a 450 classroom into a fully equipped ICT classroom to ensure that if a pandemic was ever occur in the future, the teaching and learning process would never be interrupted. The university was also selected among the few universities in the state to receive the supercomputer from the Education Department, Government of Gujarat. I am sure with such facility in place, we will continue meeting the academic needs of the youth of our nation and the future of India. In the year of 2015, we started with 14 institutions, and gradually over time we have grown, include the total 36 different institutions under various faculties. But if I am to recall the status quo of the time where we began and compared to the current scenario to today, we can truly see that the world was changed and world is changing. In some of these changes have been positive, while other changes have been negative. However, amidst all of these changes, our role of Parul University has been focused on preparing the student graduates who are sitting here today and the batches are to follow to be able to adapt, relate all the changes in the world, to bring the positive change and to change what the negative into a positive. Upon seeing these changes in the industry, in the economics and in the sector of education, Parul University was found in fitting the enhance the scope of education by commencing total 150 new courses and initiating over 130 plus skill-based certificate program under the continuing education cell. By introducing such new program, our goal as a university gone beyond merely the dissemination of knowledge, but our focus is also shifted towards imparting most effective practical skills sets to competence among the people of our nation. This pandemic was learning period, and we truly learned that Skill India can build a new India. During the year 1920, Parul University has received the marks of recognition in quality education and service of academia through various awards and ranking. As a result of numerous innovation initiatives which were made by the student of Parul University, received a 4.5 star out of 5 ranking during IIC, that is the Performance Report 2020 by Institute Innovation Council under Ministry of Education. Parul University was also honored with the award of Most Outstanding University of Highest Nationalities in the Western Zone during the 15th World Education Summit. With over 750 beds and high record patient cure, the care under the banner Parul Sevashram Hospital was awarded the Medical Excellence Award by the International Business Council. The university has ranked among the top 65 private state university for management study in India by prestigious Outlook iCare India MBA ranking 2020. Further, the entrepreneurship and innovation initiative of the students and faculty of the university made PU to be ranked among the top 50 private university in India for leading in innovation and achievement by Atal ranking. Parul University also received a Leader in the Education Award 2019 from ABP Group, further recognizing international effort of the University of PU, also bagged the award of Campus Internationalization in the 3rd ASMA Annual Convocation and Award 2019. These and many others have been mark of academic quality assurance, which have been boosted upon the university to recognize its effort toward the ensuring the future of all student graduates sitting here today and rest of other students. If we are to look this convocation ground today, I am very sure that you will see the people are wearing the same kurtas and same colors. But even if you all are wearing the same colors, if you are all not the same, each one you have their own unique quality, your own unique nature, your own unique values. So because every student is different, and we have also put into 20 academic support cell with 100 plus dedicated mentor which have been working towards meeting the needs of all students according to their unique interests, and some of the cell which have made great achievement over the time, which includes Armed Force Motivational Cell, Entrepreneur Development Center, Center of Research for Development, Continuing Education Programs, Competitive Examination Cell, Teachers Training Cell, Training and Placement Cell, Technical Event Cell, Google Class and Moodle Cell, International Relations Cell, Alumni Cell, and International Student Affairs Cells. This has been the journey of Parul University, in which we cannot fully justify it by few minutes of this word, a journey of education which has allowed us lay down the foundation of knowledge, national impact within each and every student who is here today. I would like to conclude with remarks today by answering a simple question: why do we be the here and be vibrant as Parul University? And answer of this is very simple. All the graduates sitting over here today are the vibrancy of Parul University. You don't know only find the vibrancy in the campus, but through all of us, this vibrancy will be carried out all the 29 states of India, and it will be spread across the countries of the world. So I once again congratulate every student graduate of the class 2020, and once again, thank you to you all. Now, I request Mr. President, the 4th convocation of Parul University is organized to confer the degrees on candidates who have been examined and found eligible. I request you to declare the 4th convocation of Parul University open. Thank you very much.
I request the Honorable President Parul University to declare the convocation open.
I declare the 4th convocation of Parul University open. Let the candidates be presented.
I request the Honorable Registrar of Parul University to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Namaskar to everyone. Mr. President, sir, I present to you the candidates for the award of degrees. They have been examined and found suitable for the award of their respective degrees, to which I pray they may be admitted. The list of the 4,448 candidates to which faculties they belong is as follows. Doctor of Philosophy, a total of 23 candidates. Faculty of Engineering and Technology, 2,072 candidates. Pharmacy, a total of 438 candidates, comprising D.Pharm, B.Pharm, and M.Pharm in 4 specializations. In the Faculty of Architecture, a total of 104 candidates comprising Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Interior Design, and Master of Planning. In the Faculty of IT and Computer Sciences, a total of 151 graduates comprising BCA, MCA, and Integrated MCA. In the Faculty of Management, a total of 401 graduates comprising BBA, 5 specializations in MBA, Integrated MBA, and Postgraduate Diploma in Management. In the Faculty of Physiotherapy, a total of 194 candidates, of whom 160 will be from the Bachelor of Physiotherapy course and 34 from 4 specializations in MPT degree program. In the Faculty of Nursing, a total of 55 candidates comprising BSc Nursing and 3 specializations in MSc Nursing. In the Faculty of Social Work, sir, there are a total of 50 candidates comprising BSW, MSW, and MSW HRM. In the Faculty of Applied Sciences, sir, there are a total of 422 graduates, of whom there are candidates for BSc in 7 specializations, MSc in 9 specializations, and integrated MSc in 2 specializations. In the Faculty of Vocational Education, there are 2 candidates. In the Faculty of Medicine, there are a total of 91 candidates comprising BSc Medical Sciences in 7 specializations, Master of Health Administration, Master of Public Health, and Diploma in Vocational Studies. In the Faculty of Library and Information Science, sir, there are a total of 7 candidates spread over B.Liv and M.Liv Sciences. In the Faculty of Fine Arts, we have Bachelor of Visual Arts. 4 candidates will be receiving their degrees. In the Bachelor of Arts, there are a total of 47 graduates, of whom in Bachelor of Arts with 5 specializations and Master of Arts in 2 specializations. In the Faculty of Commerce, sir, there are a total of 58 graduates comprising 4 specializations at bachelor's level and MCom and also MPhil in Commerce with 3 specializations. In the Faculty of Design, Mr. President, there are 12 candidates who will receive their degree in Bachelor of Design in 4 different specializations. In the Faculty of Agriculture, sir, there are a total of 157 graduates. That's great. And in the Faculty of Ayurveda, sir, there are a total of 74 graduates who would be receiving their MS or MD Ayurveda degree in 12 different specializations. In the Faculty of Homeopathy, there are a total of 42 postgraduates in 4 different specializations getting their MD degree. And in the Faculty of Law, there are 44 graduates who will be getting their degree in LLM in 4 specializations and 7 people with Master of Philosophy in Law. So, sir, in all, there will be 4,448 graduates in different specializations. I pray that all of them be conferred the degrees. Mr. President, sir. The candidates receiving the PhD, the candidates receiving the degrees, please stand up in your places. All the candidates receiving the degrees, kindly stand up in your places.
I request the Honorable President, Parul University, to please confer the degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as President of the University, I admit you, as well as the candidates in absentia, as put up in the list, to the respective degrees to which you have been examined and found suitable.
The candidates awarded with the degree shall bow to the Honorable President, Parul University, and resume their seats. A big round of applause to all the candidates of Parul University who have received their degrees today.
Mr. President, sir, I now present to you the candidates who have received their PhD degree. The candidates receiving PhD degree may please come out to the dais when called. I request all the dignitaries sitting in the front row to please step forward and do the honors to all the graduates. सर कब 5 में आएगा ना? सर आप यहाँ आ जाओ. Correct. Eben Patel sir. Okay. I will call the degree holders in batches of 9 so that all the 9 dignitaries there will be able to honor them with their degree certificates. I'll start with Faculty of Pharmacy, Prajapati Bijal Prahlad Bhai, who has specialized in pharmaceutics. In Engineering and Technology, Shah Jamail Manoj Bhai, specialization in Computer Science Engineering. In the Faculty of Engineering and Technology itself, Patel Varish Kumar Dinu Bhai, specialization in Computer Science. Continuing with Engineering and Technology, Purohit Manish Kumar Roop Singh, specialization in Electronics and Communication. In the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Patel Dhaval Kumar Suryakant Bhai, with Biotechnology specialization. In the Faculty of Ayurveda, Ved Banne Satish Tipanna, with the specialization in Davya Grana Vigyan. Continuing with Ayurveda, Ved Thakkar Nikunj Jitendra, specialization Kaya Chikitsa. In the Faculty of Management, Ashka Thakkar, with management in finance, with finance specialization. And with management faculty again, Fateh Veldesmet Zaberga, with specialization in marketing.
A big round of applause.
Continuing with the PhD degree holders in the Faculty of Management, Nirmal Anil Kumar Ramsare, with specialization in finance. In the Faculty of Management itself, Tesgaye Matthews Mena, with specialization in marketing. In the Faculty of Ayurveda, Ved Sangeeta Hemant Toshikane, with specialization in Panchakarma. And in the Faculty of Ayurveda itself, Ved Yogesh Yeshgirrao Kulkarni, with specialization in Shalya Tantra.
Let the applause continue. A very big round of applause to each one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you all dignitaries for doing the honors. Please resume your seats.
I request the Controller of Examinations, Parul University, to please present the Register of Degrees conferred to the Honorable President, Parul University, for his signatures. It is said, don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the esteemed guest of honor of today's ceremony is Shri Milind Soman, and it is an honor for each one of us. A fitness inspiration, India's pioneer male model, a marathon runner, and the winner of the Limca Book of Records. Please give a big round of applause for our guest of honor today, Shri Milind Soman. I kindly request the Honorable President, Sir, to please invite the guest of honor for today's function to address the gathering. Sir, please.
So I invite guest of honor, Milind Soman, to please come and deliver his address. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening to everyone. It's a great honor to be here today with all of you. It is such an overwhelming experience, a huge gathering at this most amazing university. I've heard such wonderful things this evening. I congratulate the university on its achievements for the last few years, and especially during the difficult time of the pandemic. You have done exceedingly well. A big congratulations to all the graduates for your perseverance, for your grit, for your commitment, and for even just having a dream to follow. So, this is the first time that I am addressing a college gathering, I must confess. Never addressed a college before, never addressed a university. And to see all of you young people, it really takes me back to the time that I was in college. I never completed my degree. And after seeing this celebration today, I really feel maybe I should start studying again. But it is a matter of great pride, even for me, to see this achievement in front of my eyes. So thank you all. Thank you all for having me here. This is, of course, one of the first steps, I think, and possibly for many of you, your biggest achievement to date in possibly what is a life of great achievement in the future. So I wish you success in everything that you choose, in every endeavor. I know that Parul University is going to be proud of you. It has created thousands of new, upstanding, productive citizens who are going to make the nation proud. And when I say I wish you success, I say that I wish you whatever your version of success might be. As we heard the Honorable Provost saying that each student is unique. Each student is an individual. And I know that each one of you will have your own dreams and your own ambitions. And success might mean many things to you, to each one of you. And to me, earlier in my life, I would say that I had the common idea of what success is. Money, fame, adulation, status. And I did achieve those things to some measure, enough for me. But what I realized after meeting so many people, after so many experiences that I had during my life, doing different things, interacting with different worlds of sports, of fashion and modeling, of acting, of business, I realized that to me, these were not the real parameters of success. To me, the real parameters of success, and you might know that from my recent endeavors as a fitness enthusiast and as a marathon runner, my understanding today of success is health and happiness. And what I would like for you is to look within yourselves and to understand what it is that success really means to each one of you. I know you are told, we are all told from the time we are young, that this is success and this is success, and we look up to people and we say, we want to be like that person and we want to be like this person. But at some point in our lives, we look inside and we say, this is really what is important to me. In fact, I remember reading last year about a poll, a very common poll that was taken internationally, I think in the US, if I'm not mistaken. And many people were asked, what was their priority in life? And there was a whole list of options given: career and fame and money and home and happiness and health and family. And most people chose as their top two priorities health and family. Not many people chose job and career and all of that, but most people, because in your heart, maybe you know the truth. And they chose health and family knowing that these must be the priorities for a happy life. But when the second question was asked to them, how much time do you spend on these two priorities? The answer was 0. So I would like to, of course, while I wish you all success, to ask you to look inside yourselves, even at this time, while you celebrate, what is the meaning of success for you? And pursue it. Do not compromise on it. And then you will find that you will be the best version of who you're meant to be. Because of course we study and we create a life and we think that our focus is a job and a career, but sometimes we forget ourselves. It is important not to do that. It is important, apart from the job that you have and the career that you have, and anything else that you might do for society in the future, to not forget yourself. If I were to give advice, which normally I never do, or give a tip or anything, I would say, find the thing that gives you joy. And some of you may already have found it. It might be a hobby that could never be a job, it could never be a career. It's just a passion in your heart. Something that probably people have told you it isn't worth it to focus on that, to spend time on that. It's not going to give you stability, it's not going to make you money, but it's your passion. I would say, never let go of that passion. Never let go of that joy. And if you haven't found it yet, a lot of you may be so single-minded in your focus today with what you're studying and where you want to be, that you may not have found it, the thing that gives you joy. I would say let your search start today. Because it is the thing that gives you joy that will finally give meaning to your life. And this is what I found in my life when I found running. I had already been a sports person. I've represented India in swimming. I represented Maharashtra for many years as a swimmer. I was very, very fit. I also went through bad phases in my life. I started smoking, I was drinking, I was doing all kinds of things. But when I discovered running, marathon running, about almost 20 years ago now, it really gave a new direction to my life. It gave me a new understanding of life. And that understanding was that when you have a joy, when you have a passion, nothing is going to teach you more about life than that joy and that passion, because that is going to teach you about yourself. And when you know about yourself, when you are aware of yourself, you understand what you really want from life. So as I said again, I don't want to take up too much of time. This is a celebration, and it is, to me, actually quite a serious topic. But I wish you all success, as I said. But at the top of my wishes for all of you are joy and health and happiness. Thank you.
die with memories, not dreams. Thank you so much for your kind presence and encouraging words, Shri Milan Soman, honorary guest for the convocation ceremony. A very big round of applause. She believed she could, so she did. Dear all, we are enthralled to have with us Ms. Tiska Chopra as the honorary guest for the 4th convocation ceremony, a wonderful actress, a TEDx speaker, the winner of 2 Filmfare Awards, and a personality who has worked with National Knowledge Commission of Government of India for revamping the educational system. A very big round of applause for our honorary guest. I kindly request the Honorable President, Parul University, to invite the guest of honor, Ms. Tiska Chopra, to deliver the address.
So I invite the guest of honor, Tiska Chopra, to deliver her address. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I can't imagine so many people saying good evening at one time. Can we have it one more time just so I can store it in my life? Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Wow. You know, as I was sitting here and listening to everyone talk, all the dignitaries, and watching all of you, I had a strange sense of peace come over me. I'll tell you why. My father was my school principal. My mother was the headmistress of the school where I studied. And I had a very tough time of it because if I did well, then it was like, हाँ, principal की बेटी है, अच्छा तो करेगी. And if I did badly, it was like, principal की बेटी है, ऐसे कर रही है. So there was no winning for me. However, that's not the point I was trying to make. What I'm actually wanting to say is that being a child of educationists, I have seen my father and my mother come home with chalk dust and big registers back home to correct them. And we always spoke about one thing. We always discussed it. That why is it such an important thing as education is given such low priority in a country? Why are universities and schools and colleges not places of worship? But when I sat here today, I got a feeling like this was a temple. That's really my feeling. I really, really, really got this enormous sense of joy that the future is truly secure. It is truly secure with institutions such as the wonderful, vibrant Parul University. 4,448 graduates is no mean feat. Congratulations to each one of you. And to your wonderful teachers who through the pandemic, through their laptops and through working, not working, internet, through each of you sitting and trying to work this new way of studying, managed to get your degrees and managed to get yourselves an education, and hats off to that. Really hats off to that. Dr. Patel, Mrs. Patel, amazing work here at Parul University. To see such wonderful, bright, energetic, and truly vibrant faces here makes me understand one thing very simply. That tomorrow if I have to get physiotherapy done, or I need some Ayurvedic treatment, or I have a management issue, at least I'm taken care of. That's for sure. Is that right? But jokes apart, I seriously feel that each of you is so full of promise, so full of hope, so full of energy. It is your time. It is truly, truly your moment. The world is your oyster, and you will go and seize it and do many wonderful things in the world. There's a couple of things that I think need changing in the world. And while we are handing the baton to you, I'd like to request humbly that there are a couple of areas that need desperate changing in our world. And if I have the permission of Mr. President and his wonderful wife and all the dignitaries behind me and on the stage, then I'd like to raise a couple of points that I think desperately need changing in our country and in the world at this time. First and foremost, I think we don't have enough on conflict management. We don't have an idea about how to deal with varying opinions. We have not learned how to do that. If there can be an introduction of some sort of thought process behind that, how to manage conflict, how to resolve conflict, how to live with differences, that would be an area that I would really, really encourage some of you, one of you, to work in. The second area that I think that needs looking into is, of course, a very commonly talked about area, and I think the pandemic has shown that to us, is the constant and relentless abuse of nature. I have grown up picking up fruits and vegetables and eating them straight from my garden to my table, and I know the joy of that. But what we've seen in the pandemic is nature taking its own back. And as my friend Milind pointed out, we've been more healthful, more conscious of our health at this time. And if we can look after the health of our planet and be mindful of that, and if some of you, many of you can work in that area, that would be wonderful too. And the third thing, which is a very personal sort of request to all of you, is to look into it, because the world is yours now, is to work in the area of gender equality. I work in the Indian film industry, and the Indian film industry tends to be very, very male-dominated. There is no pay parity. For the same amount of work, men get paid much more, women get paid much less. There is much less respect. Women have to work far harder to reach the same spot. All the men and women, young men and women who are graduating today, I'd like to request you to be more empathetic to both genders. Men have their own struggles and women have their own. But to give each other dignity and respect and help to create a world where each one is valued is something that I would deeply appreciate if you took it up as something to give your female counterparts a chance to shine as well as your male counterparts. That would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. I tried to do my own little bit. In 2016, I wrote and produced and acted in a short film called Chutney. In a business that is dominated by youth and beauty, I played a character that was neither young nor beautiful. And that became the most watched short film in the world. We won 2 Filmfare Awards for it. We won the HBO Audience Choice Award for it. But it took a great deal of soul searching to do that. And as you're stepping out into the world, I'd like to say that please find that thing that gives you joy. Find that one story that you can make your story. Because ultimately, I have found that I love storytelling. And for me, that is my passion. However, I like to tell stories. But each of us is a story. Dr. Patel gets up in the morning and tells himself a story. I am Dr. Patel. I am the president of Parul University. But if he were to get amnesia and not remember who he was, then he would not have that story to tell. But remember that you are the hero or the heroine of your own story. Each and every day, and the story can keep on changing and evolving as you go along. But with your story, remember to make sure that the story of the world becomes a far better story for you having been in it. Thank you so much for having me here today. I am honored and deeply touched, and I wish each one of you the greatest of successes. Thank you so much.
Such splendid thoughts, most suitable for the occasion, Mr. Ska Chopra. Tough times do not last, tough people do. Thank you so much for the valuable presence and the motivating words. I humbly request the Honorable President, Parul University, to please deliver the presidential address.
A little boy once goes to his mother and says, "Mummy, mummy, मैं इतना बड़ा कब हो जाऊंगा जब आपको पूछे बिना ही घर के बाहर जा सकूं?" The mother replies, "बेटा, तू चुपचाप घर पे ही बैठ, है ना? इतने बड़े तो तेरे पापा भी नहीं हुए हैं." सारे बच्चों को ऐसा लगता है कि हमें बड़ा होना है, और बड़े होने में हम पूरा बचपना भूल जाते हैं. When we are all growing up, we want to go to college. And when we are in college, we forget to focus on learning. We forget to enjoy our college life. And what we are worried about is the next thing, placements. Will I get a job or not? A boy was standing outside MBA college and he was filling up MBA application form. And there was a watchman, he asked the watchman, "भाई साहब कॉलेज कैसा है?" MBA का एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म भर रहा हूँ. The watchman replies, "बहुत बढ़िया कॉलेज है, मैंने भी यहीं से MBA किया है. अगर कुछ नहीं हुआ तो एटलीस्ट वॉचमैन तो बन जाओगे." So you see, rather than focusing on learning, the focus has changed on placements. The purpose of learning is not studying. The purpose of learning is getting a job. And when you do get a job, all you are worried about is promotion. You forget to relish, enjoy, learn, and grow at your work. The concept of expectations is so mysterious. Just to explain, let me take forward the story of that little boy which I told in the initial part of my speech. Now this little boy turns 5 years old and he goes to his mother and says, "Mama, I love you." The mama replies, "I love you too, beta." Now the same boy turns 16 years old and he goes to his mother and says, "Mama, I love you." Mama says, "कितने पैसे चाहिए बेटा, बता दे, अभी दे दूंगी." Now the boy turns 26 years old and goes to her mother and says, "Mama, I love you." And mama says, "लड़की का नाम बता दे बेटा, बड़ी धाम-धूम से शादी कर देंगे तेरी." The same boy turns 46 years old and goes to her mother and says, "Mama, I love you." The mother says, "मैंने मना किया था ना उससे शादी करने के लिए, अभी तूने किया है, तू ही भुगत." The same boy turns 56 years old and goes to her mother and says, "Mama, I love you." The mother says, "I am not going to sign on any property papers, okay?" So, mother knows all the expectation. Mother knows everything. So just to take forward what I was saying, so when you get a job, you start earning. But when you start earning, now you want a right partner, the perfect boy or the perfect girl to get married to. And once I get married, I'll settle. And once I'll settle, I will be happy. By the way, how many of you are married now? Please raise your hand. Very happy for you. How many of you have got the partner of your choice? Raise your hand. Very sorry figure, I must say. How many of you have not got the partner of your choice? Raise your hand. It's not mandatory, okay? As if it really makes difference whether you have got the partner of your choice or you have not got the partner of your choice. You eventually end up spending time with the same individual and practically same things happen. It's very well said in English that no one teaches volcano how to erupt. No one teaches a tsunami how to sway. No one teaches a hurricane how to attack. And no one teaches a man or a woman how to find a right person to get married. Natural disasters just happen. You know, but we don't want relationships to be disaster. But for a relationship to be happy, we all need to learn to relate with people whom we like. Happiness is not getting what you like. Happiness is liking what you get. And did you notice? We have a tendency of postponing our happiness. Let me get this and then I'll be happy. We are living a life of postponement. We are victim of a very deadly disease called destination addiction syndrome. We are addicted to a concept that let me reach to this point and then I'll be happy. Let me get out of the school, let me get into the college, then I'll be happy. Let me get out of the college, find a job, then I'll be happy. Let me start earning, then I'll be happy. Let me have a marriage, then I'll be happy. The destination addiction syndrome does not allow us to live in present. So my message to all the students of graduating batch 2020, life is all about balance. Life is all about customization. So relish your journey, relish your convocation today, and plan for the future. Customize your life. You know, there was once a barber, and a florist came to that barber for a shave. And this barber had a culture. Whoever came to him for a shave, haircut, or anything, as the first customer of the day, he would do it for free as an act of gratitude. So after the florist had the shave, the barber told him that I am so grateful to God for blessing me with such a fortune. As an act of gratitude, your shaving is free. You are not required to pay me anything. The next day morning when the barber opened the shop, there were 12 bouquets of flower with a note written on it. Thank you for your kindness. The next day morning, the barber had a baker. And just like the ritual, he again told him after the haircut that I am so grateful to the God for blessing me with such a fortune. As an act of gratitude, your haircut is free and you are not required to pay me anything. The next day morning when the barber opens the shop, there were 12 loaves of bread with a note written on it. Thank you for your kindness. This is just a reciprocation. The next day morning when the barber opened the shop, there was a Gujarati for a haircut. So as soon as he had the haircut, the barber told him, as per his culture, I am so grateful to the God for blessing me with such a fortune. As an act of gratitude, your haircut is free. You are not required to pay me anything. The next day morning when the barber opens the shop, there were 12 Gujaratis waiting for a free haircut. Jokes apart, I know many Gujarati men and women who are givers but not takers. Takers are the ones who only think about themselves. And across the world, I am observing a trend of people wanting to become givers from being takers. Takers can eat well, but givers can sleep well. Takers can have great time, but givers have great life. Because in the act of giving, there is something incredible which nothing in this world can buy, and that is called satisfaction. So my message to all these students of graduating batch 2020 is share your care with your friends, with your colleagues, with your family, with your state, with your nation, with your globe, because the entire humanity needs this care. So you know the concept of givers and takers is also very interesting. So just to explain, let me carry forward the story of that little boy again. Now since this boy had very bad experiences with her mother, he now decided to go to his father. So he goes to his father and says, Papa, exam mein first aa gaya to kya la ke doge? And the father says, 4-wheeler la ke dunga. The son becomes happy, goes to study room, starts studying. After studying for a few hours, he realizes that first rank will be difficult. So he goes to his father and says, Papa, first rank to mushkil lag raha hai, shayad first class aa jayega. First class aa gaya to kya la ke doge? Papa says 2-wheeler, Royal Enfield milega. The son goes back to study in the study room, but again after studying for several hours, he realizes even first class will be difficult. So he goes to his father and says, Papa, first class bhi mushkil lag raha hai, shayad फेल हो जाऊंगा. फेल हो गया तो क्या ला के दोगे? The father says, 3-wheeler, रिक्शा चला के खुद का खर्चा निकालने का. So you know, father also knows everything. After being father of 2 children, I now feel that fathers are so underrated. So to conclude, I would like to tell one more story, just like what Tiska was mentioning about storytelling. You know, there was a great businessman, but his company was suffering from a great debt. He was unable to find his way out of this mess. The creditors were closing on him, and the suppliers were demanding money. So he decided to take a walk in a park. He sat on a bench with his hands on his head, and he was thinking about the way of bringing his company out of the bankruptcy. His mind was full of anxieties and worries, and suddenly an old man came to him and sat just right next to him on the bench. And he told the businessman that you seem to be disturbed. There is something going in your mind which is troubling you. What's the matter? So the businessman told the old man about all his financial troubles. So after listening to the businessman, the old man told him, I think I can help you. The old man brought out a checkbook. He wrote a check to him and gave that check to the businessman and told him that you return me this amount exactly after 1 year at same place, same time. After saying this, the old man started going away from the businessman. When the businessman had a look at the check, he was surprisingly happy because the amount written on the check was $500,000 US. And the check was from one of the richest person of that time, Mr. John Rockefeller. There was an instant smile on the face of the businessman because he knew that all his financial troubles will go away with this amount. But he decided not to encash that check. He kept that check in safe. And he decided to give one more try to his business without using that money. So with renewed energy, enthusiasm, zeal, he renegotiated deals. He extended the terms of payment. He closed several deals in a month time. His company was out of debt and he was making money again. So exactly after 1 year, as promised, he returns to the same place, same time, and the old man also appears as promised. But as soon as the businessman starts giving the check to the old man, a nurse comes running towards the old man and grabs the old man. And she says to the businessman that, I am glad I caught him. I hope he has not troubled you much. He has a tendency of running out of the restrooms, and he pretends himself to be Mr. John Rockefeller. The businessman was astonishingly surprised. All throughout the year, he was struggling, dealing, selling, buying, as if he had the backing of $500,000. But it was not the money, real or imaginary, which changed his life. It was his newfound self-confidence which allowed him to face whatever he went through. So you know, in our lives also, we all go through severe and massive financial and personal challenges. We feel overwhelmed, we feel overpowered, we feel that all our financial and mental resources are exhausted. And in such a situation, we really don't need resources. What we need is self-confidence, a strength to fight back, and that is what we lack at that point of time. And suddenly something happens, someone comes to pull us out, to support us, and we bounce back to success with gratitude, confidence, realization, and wisdom. So guys, do you have that Mr. John Rockefeller? Believe me, it's good to have a real one. So to conclude my message to all the graduating batch of 2020, in a very famous Hindi quote, and I would like all of you to repeat after me. Don't speak with me, repeat after me. Zameer zinda rakh. Loudly, Zameer zinda rakh. Kabir zinda rakh. सुल्तान भी बन जाए तो दिल में फकीर जिंदा रख. हौसले की तरकश में कोशिश का वो तीर जिंदा रख, हार जा चाहे जिंदगी में सब कुछ, मगर फिर से जीतने का हौसला जिंदा रख। ગુજરાતીમાં એવું કહેવાય છે કે ક્યાં ટકવું, ક્યાં અટકવું અને ક્યાં છટકવું, આ ત્રણ વસ્તુ જો આવડી જાય તો જીવનમાં ક્યાંય લટકવું ના પડે. યુવાનો એવું કહે છે કે પૈસા આવે એટલે હું કંઈક કરું, અને પૈસો કહે છે કે તું કંઈક કર તો હું આવું. You know, we are all surrounded in the world which is full of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, big data analytics, cyber security. And while we were all facing the restrictions and limitations of COVID-19 pandemic, Mr. Elon Musk thought of starting satellite-based internet, which is already a reality in US. Now just imagine what technology disruption this innovation is going to bring. So remember that if you don't change or upgrade your knowledge, your information and wisdom, the rapid technological disruption and change is going to make you irrelevant. So we cannot become what we want by remaining what we are today. This is my message to all of you. And today is also a very emotional day for me and my family, because 6 months back, I performed the last rites of my father and the founding president of Parul University, Dr. Jayesh K. Patel, just adjacent to this ground. And I very confidently feel that today he would be watching us from heaven with happiness, seeing the growth of this great institution by our teamwork. I am deeply indebted to Tiska and Milind for being part of today's event. Despite of several challenges surrounding all of us, I am a devoted follower of multi-talented motivational speaker Gol Gopal Das ji, Radha Swami ji, Sandeep Maheshwari ji, Robin Sharma, sorry. So I hope all of you find the same motivation from the inspirational personalities whom we have for Convocation today, Tiska and Milind. I am thankful to all the members of Board of Management, Board of Governance, all my deans, all my principals, all my teachers, all my non-teaching staff and students for making this event a grand success. With this, I would like to conclude my speech, and I really wish from my heart a great career to all my dear students. ફૂલ જોઈને તમે ગાંડા થનારા, કરજો એવું કે ફૂલ પોતે થાય ગાંડું. अपने हाथों की लकीरों को क्या देखते हो, नसीब उनके भी होते हैं जिनके हाथ नहीं होते हैं. In this world where desire rules the heart, you will always discover that love and passion are the flames that light up the soul. So I wish all of you that you live a life of love and passion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable President Sir, for the valuable encouragement and the message. Little by little, day by day, what is meant for you will find its way. I now invite Honorable Registrar, Parul University, to please present the candidates for the award of the gold medals.
Honorable President, sir, I now present to you the candidates who have secured the highest merit in their field of study and are found to be eligible for the award of university gold medals or certificates of merit. I request you to present the gold medals and certificates of merits to the candidates. The candidates receiving the gold medal and certificates of merit shall come out of the dais when called and receive the gold medals and merit certificates. I also appeal to all the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward and do the honors simultaneously. We'll start with the winners of the gold medals. To begin with, from the Faculty of Architecture, for the degree program B.Arch, Meet Tucker gets the gold medal. In the same architecture for M-Plan, Pansare Sushmita Hemant gets the gold medal. In the Faculty of Ayurveda, in MD Ayurveda Panchakarma, Muhammad Imtiaz Hussain. In the Faculty of Ayurveda itself, in MS Ayurveda, it will be Aparajita Saxena. In Engineering and Technology, for BTech Aeronautical Engineering, Patan Mohsin Khan Firoz Khan. In Engineering and Technology, BTech in Agricultural Engineering, PRG Rahman Ali. In Engineering and Technology alone, in BTech Automobile Engineering, Mehta Amanat Kumar Ketan Bhai. In BTech, there are 2 gold medals given to Patel Vishwa Nitin Bhai, Sri Chetan Buch gold medal, and also Srimati Hemla Ben Bharat Singh Rathod gold medal. And also in BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Pathar Kishan Satish Bhai will get the gold medal with 8.73 CGPA.
A big round of applause for all the awardees.
Sir, I continue with the recipients of the gold medal. In the Engineering and Technology faculty, in Electrical Engineering, Yadav Lalit Kumar Rajkumar gets the gold medal. In the same faculty, Mokharia Priyal Kanjibai gets 2 gold medals. One is the University gold medal and another one is the late Sri H. R. Pandya gold medal. This is for Information and Technology. For BTech Mechanical Engineering, Kasetiya Bhavya Kumar Ramesh gets the gold medal. For MTech in Civil Structural Engineering, Jamaria Vijay Narshi gets the gold medal. For MTech in Computer Engineering, Vora Fatima Mazir Bai will get the gold medal. For MTech in Mechanical Engineering, CAD CAM, Gohil Komal Ben Kirtibai gets the gold medal. For Diploma in Agricultural Engineering, Trivedi Dhruv Kumar Bhavin Bai will get the gold medal. For Doctor of Medicine in Homeopathy, Shraddha Keshwani will receive the gold medal. And in IT and Computer Science faculty for BCA, Patel Maulik Girish Kumar gets the gold medal. Sir, I continue with the list. In the IT and Computer Science, in MCA, Kania Jinisha Jagadish Bhai gets the gold medal. In the Faculty of Management for BBA, Chaitali Day. In the Faculty of Management for MBA, Gohil Satya Singh Harendra Singh. In the Faculty of Physiotherapy for Bachelor of Physiotherapy, Dordwala Mariam Mustafa. In the Faculty of Physiotherapy for MPT, it will be Oza Kaveri Darshan Kumar. In the Faculty of Pharmacy for B Farm, it will be Amira Hasim Darshot. In the D Farm, it will be Ramesh Kumar. For M Farm PCI, it will be Parmar Mansi Jaideep. And for Farm D, it will be Mehta Mitali Prikshit. Sir, in the Faculty of Nursing, for BSc Nursing, it will be Arande Twinkle Santosh. In the Faculty of Social Work, for MSW, it will be Gupta Shagun Rajesh. In the Faculty of Applied Science, for BSc, it will be Bhagel Manoj Kumar Mukesh Kumar. In the Faculty of Applied Science, for BSc, in Chemistry, it will be Wagela Jonti Nadhavai. For BSc in Forensic Science, it will be Nisha Khan. For BSc in microbiology, it will be Shah Kruti Ben Bitesh Kumar. And for MSc, it will be Nitin Shukla. For MSc in chemistry, it will be Bhupender Bhai. And for MSc in microbiology, it will be Patel Krishna Ben Hitendra Kumar. In the Faculty of Commerce, sir, for Master of Commerce, it will be Sharma Neetu Ben Rakesh Kumar. In Law, for LLM, it will be Imtiaz Ahmed. In Medicine, for BSc Medical Sciences, it will be Rathod Karan Chaitanya Bhai. In the Faculty of Agriculture, for BSc Honours Agriculture, it will be Chauhan Meet Devendra Bhai. And in Management Studies, for Postgraduate Diploma in Management, it will be Kikani Ghanshanmukh Nathu Bhai.
Let us give a big round of applause.
Sir, I now present to you the candidates who are eligible to receive the certificates of merit. In the Faculty of Architecture, for BID Interior Design, it will be Taylor Mansi Dinesh Bhai. In Engineering and Technology, for Biomedical Engineering, it will be Viradiya Virang Ramesh Bhai. For BTech in Information and Communication Technology, it will be Adarsh Shivan. For BTech in Instrumentation and Control Engineering, it will be Nesadia Vishal Shashil Bhai. For BTech in Mechatronics, it will be Patel Jai Praveen Bhai. For MTech in Electrical Power Systems Engineering, it will be Mansuri Jasmine Bhan Mehboob Bhai. For MTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering, VLSI, it will be Panchal Bhagavati Devi Bharat Kumar. And in management, for integrated MBA in management, it will be Hingu Yesh Dilip Bhai. And in IT and computer science, for IMCA, it will be Patel Nishay Ben Kiran Bhai. In the Faculty of Social Work, sir, for BSW, it will be Nixon Tatenda Deswana. In the Faculty of Arts, for Master of Arts, it will be Dave Bukin Bhai Deepak Bhai. In the Faculty of Commerce, for Master of Philosophy, it will be Manohar Lal. In the Faculty of Law, for Master of Philosophy, it will be Brahmabhat Komal Rashmikant. In the Faculty of Design, for Bachelor of Design, it will be Popat Kinjal Vijay. For Master of Nursing, it will be Danesh Vijay Kumar Jetabai. And for the Faculty of Applied Science, for MSc in Biotechnology, it will be Nitin Shukla. In the Faculty of Applied Science, for MSc in Chemistry, it will be Modi Ivani Ben Bhupendra Bhai. And for MSc in Microbiology, it will be Patel Krishna Ben Hitendra Kumar. We continue with the merit certificate, sir. In MCom Honours, it will be Sharma Neetu Ben Rakesh Kumar. For LLM in Law, it will be Imtiaz Ahmed. In Medicine, for BSc Medical Sciences, it will be Rathod Karan Chaitanya Bhai. For Agriculture, Bachelor of Science Honours, it will be Chauhan Meet Devendra Bhai. And in Management Studies, for Postgraduate Diploma in Marketing, it will be Kikani Ganashaman Nanu Bhai. The last batch, Mr. President, sir, the university has recognized the contribution of the student startups and as well as the alumni. I request you to present these awards also. For the Student Startup Award, it will be Mikil Patel A, who stood in the top position. He gets the gold medal for the best startup among the alumni who have started their among the students who have started their startups. So also, Mr. President, sir, the university desires to honor its alumni who have achieved great success in their field. I'll start with Mansi Dalwani, who is working as a data strategist at the world's leading tech company Google. Then it will be Parth Purohit, who is a social worker, a true corona warrior, who sanitized more than 800 corona positive houses and distributed more than 15,000 free masks. Then we have Twinkle A. Patel, a woman entrepreneur who is the founder of Motherhood Foundation, MD at Motherhood Women's and Childcare Hospital. Then we have Sanjay Patel, who is working as a state tax officer class 2, and Binita Patel, who runs Respect, Obesity and Anemic Center at Ahmedabad. These are our proud alumni. Their services have been recognized by the university for the merit certificates. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, the dignitaries, for doing the honors. Thank you very much.
न पूछो कि मेरी मंजिल कहाँ है, अभी तो सफ़र का इरादा किया है। न हारूंगा हौसला उम्र भर, ये मैंने किसी से नहीं खुद से वादा किया है। I now request the Honorable President Parul University to dissolve the convocation of Parul University.
I declare the fourth convocation of Parul University closed.
All in the audience shall now rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
All shall please remain standing. Candidates are requested to be at their places.